Moscow, Russia, November 18th, 2007, 11:43 p.m. Viktor Bout's phone rings. Private number, encrypted line, middle of the night. He answers. It's Andrew Smulian, his business partner. Sounds excited.
Victor, I found something. Big. Very big.
Viktor sits up in bed, listens. Smulian explains. He met Colombian businessmen in Curaçao, connected to FARC, Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. They need weapons, serious weapons, surface-to-air missiles to shoot down American helicopters.
How much are we talking?
$20 million. One shipment.
Viktor is silent for a moment. 20 million. That's 6 months of profit in one deal. But something feels off. FARC? They usually buy through intermediaries. Why direct contact now?
How did they find you?
Met them at hotel bar. Started talking. They asked if I knew people who could supply military equipment. Viktor thinks, could be legitimate, could be trap. Hard to tell.
I want to talk to them. Directly. I'll arrange it.
What Viktor doesn't know, Smulian is sitting in DEA office in New York right now, wearing a wire, recording everything. And the Colombian businessmen? DEA undercover agents. This whole thing is a setup. The call ends. Viktor lies back down, staring at ceiling, thinking. $20 million. Biggest deal in years. But is it real? Soviet Union, 1990, 17 years earlier. Viktor Bout is 23. Soviet military translator, 6 languages, just finished service. USSR is collapsing, everyone panicking, economy dying. But Viktor sees opportunity. Soviet military left weapons everywhere. 15 new countries, nobody guarding arsenals. AK-47s, missiles, artillery, all sitting there. Viktor borrows money, buys cargo plane, Antonov An-12, old Soviet workhorse, flies to Angola, civil war. Sells weapons to government, then to rebels. Both sides, same day. Double profit. Over 5 years, Viktor builds empire. 60 planes, 50 shell companies, 40 countries, Aircess, Airbus, Centrafrican Airlines, Santa Cruz Imperial. Same planes, different names, different registrations, impossible to track. He sells to everyone. Taliban, Northern Alliance, UN peacekeepers, US military. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter which side. By 2000, Viktor made $100 million. British MP calls him Merchant of Death. UN sanctions him. Interpol issues warrant. US freezes assets. Viktor doesn't care, lives in Moscow. Russia protects him. He's untouchable. Until that phone call in November 2007. New York, DEA headquarters, same night, November 18th, 2007. Agent Rob Zachariasowicz listens to recording of Viktor's conversation. 8 years hunting Viktor, 8 years building case, getting nowhere. Because Viktor never enters US, never breaks American laws directly, can't arrest him, can't charge him, can't touch him. So Rob created different plan. Don't prove old crimes, create new one. Catch Viktor in act. Operation Relentless. Sting operation. Fake deal. Lure Viktor somewhere with extradition treaty. Took 2 years. Cost $2 million. Required flipping Smulian in Copenhagen. Now it's working. Viktor interested. But Viktor is careful, paranoid. Won't commit without verification. Next phase, phone call. Viktor wants to speak with FARC commanders. Rob briefs undercover agents, Carlos and Ricardo, Colombian Americans. Both speak perfect Spanish, trained on FARC tactics 6 months, can't make mistakes. One wrong word, Viktor walks. November 20th, call scheduled. Carlos and Ricardo sit in conference room, recording equipment ready. Rob watches from observation room. Make or break moment. Phone rings. November 20th, 2007. 3 p.m. Moscow time. Viktor calls the number Smulian provided. Sits in his Moscow apartment, notebook ready, pen in hand. Colombian voice answers, speaking Spanish. Hola? Viktor responds in broken Spanish and English.
This is Viktor. Andrew told me about your requirements.
The conversation lasts 35 minutes. Viktor asks detailed questions. What weapons exactly? How many? What's the delivery timeline? What's the payment structure? Carlos, the undercover agent, answers everything. 800 Igla missiles, 30,000 AK-47s, 10 million rounds ammunition, 5 tons C4 explosives, delivery to Colombia, payment half up front, half on delivery. Viktor makes notes, calculates costs in his head. This is real money, real deal. But then Viktor asks something unexpected.
Why do you need surface-to-air missiles? What's the target?
Carlos doesn't hesitate. American helicopters. They're attacking our positions. We need to defend. Viktor is quiet for a moment. In the DEA office, everyone holds their breath. This is the critical moment. Viktor is deciding. Is this legitimate or is this a trap? Finally, Viktor speaks.
I can get what you need, but I don't sell to people I haven't met. We meet face to face, discuss details, then we do business.
Where?
Not Colombia. Not Russia. Somewhere neutral, where we both feel safe.
Thailand?
Bangkok. I have contacts there.
Viktor considers. Thailand, neutral country. He's done business there before, knows the city. But Thailand has extradition treaty with US. If this is DEA trap, they could arrest him there. Viktor makes decision. The money is too good, the opportunity too big.
Okay, Bangkok, but I choose the hotel. I choose the meeting place. And I bring my own security.
Agreed.
They set date, March 6th, 2008, 4 months away. Gives Viktor time to prepare, to verify, to investigate. The call ends. In the DEA office, everyone cheers. He's coming. Viktor Bout is coming. But Rob Zakariasevich doesn't celebrate yet, because 4 months is long time. Lot can go wrong. Viktor could change his mind, could get warned, could discover it's a trap. Rob starts planning. They need surveillance, need backup plans, need Thai police cooperation, need hotel arrangements, need everything perfect. One mistake and Viktor disappears forever. Moscow, December 2007, February 2008. Viktor spends 3 months investigating. He doesn't trust easily, especially not $20 million deals with strangers. He calls contacts in Colombia, people who know FARC, people who deal with rebels.
Have you heard about FARC looking for weapons supplier?
Some say yes, some say no. Information is mixed, unclear. Viktor hires private investigator in Bogota, tells him to verify. Are these FARC people real? Do they have money? Investigator reports back. There are rumors. FARC is looking for new suppliers, lost some people recently, need to rebuild arsenal. Seems legitimate, but Viktor is still cautious. He calls Smulyan multiple times, asks more questions. How did you really meet these people? What exactly did they say? Where did conversation happen? Smulyan answers everything. Consistent story, no contradictions. DEA trained him well, but in private, Smulyan is terrified. He's betraying Viktor, his friend, his partner for 8 years. If Viktor discovers the truth, Smulyan is dead. Russian intelligence will find him, doesn't matter where he hides. But if Smulyan doesn't cooperate with DEA, he goes to American prison for decades. No good choice, just 2 bad options. January 2008, Viktor has another conversation with the FARC commanders. This time he asks specific questions about Colombian geography, about FARC operations, about their leadership structure. Carlos answers everything correctly, because DEA spent 6 months preparing him, teaching him, training him. Viktor seems satisfied, tells Carlos he'll come to Bangkok. March 6th, Sofitel Hotel. But then Viktor adds something unexpected.
I'm bringing someone with me, my security consultant. He'll check the hotel first, check for surveillance, check for anything suspicious. If he finds anything wrong, I don't show up, and this deal is finished. Understand?
Carlos agrees, no problem. But in DEA office, this is major problem. If Viktor brings security, they'll sweep hotel, find hidden cameras, find microphones, find agents. Operation will be exposed. Viktor escapes, everything wasted. Rob has to make decision. Do they cancel operation? Too risky now? Or do they adapt, find new way? Rob chooses adapt. They'll use smaller equipment, better hidden, minimal surveillance. and they'll have backup plan. If Viktor's security finds anything, they abort. Try again, different time, different place. But Rob knows there won't be another chance. Viktor is too careful. If this fails, he never comes back. March is only chance. Bangkok, Thailand, March 5th, 2008. DEA agents arrive from US. Rob Zakariasevich, Carlos and Ricardo, 10 support agents. They coordinate with Thai police, brief them on operation. Request backup at hotel. Sofitel Hotel, 27th floor, room 2701 reserved for meeting. Room 2703 next door for surveillance. Equipment is installed overnight. Tiny cameras, size of shirt button, hidden in ceiling panels. Microphones in table legs, in electrical outlets, in decorative plant pots. Everything wireless, everything minimal, easy to miss on sweep. DEA agents practice their roles. Carlos and Ricardo review scripts, what to say, how to react, what questions Viktor might ask. Andrew Smulian arrives that evening, looks terrible, hasn't slept in days, sweating constantly. Rob pulls him aside.
You okay?
No. I'm about to betray Viktor Bout. If he finds out, I'm dead.
He won't find out. We'll protect you. Witness protection. New identity. You'll be safe.
Smulian doesn't look convinced. March 6th, morning. Viktor Bout lands at Bangkok airport, private chartered flight from Moscow. Thai immigration watches him, takes photos, doesn't approach, lets him through. Viktor checks into different hotel, not Sofitel, a hotel across city, just in case. He makes phone calls to Moscow, to contacts, confirming everything normal. No warnings, no alerts. Then Viktor does something DEA didn't expect. He calls the meeting off, texts Smulian.
Something feels wrong. I'm going back to Moscow. We'll reschedule.
In the surveillance room at Sofitel, Rob reads the message. His heart sinks. 8 years, all for nothing. Viktor's leaving. But Smulian, to his credit, doesn't panic. Texts back. The clients are already here. They flew from Colombia. If you don't show, they'll find another supplier. You lose the deal. Viktor doesn't respond for 20 minutes. Longest 20 minutes of Rob's life. Then, okay, I'm coming, but my security checks hotel first. If anything suspicious, I leave immediately. Smulian texts DEA. Viktor's security is coming to sweep hotel. Rob makes decision. Pull out most equipment. Leave only cameras and mics they absolutely need. Make it look clean. Agents work fast. Remove half the surveillance gear. Hide the rest better. 1 p.m. Viktor's security consultant arrives at Sofitel. Big Russian man, ex-military, knows what to look for. He checks room 2701, uses RF detector, scans for radio frequencies, for hidden cameras, for bugs. In room 2703, DEA agents hold their breath. If he finds anything, operation is over. The Russian sweeps entire room, checks electrical outlets, checks smoke detectors, checks furniture. 15 minutes of searching. Then he leaves, calls Viktor.
Room is clean, no surveillance. You're safe.
Viktor still hesitates, but the money, $20 million, too much to walk away from. At 3:30 p.m., Viktor texts Smulian. I'm coming. Be there in 15 minutes. Rob gets the message, alerts all agents. This is it. No more chances. Viktor Bout is walking into the trap. Sofitel Hotel, room 2701, 3:47 p.m. Viktor walks in, sees Carlos and Ricardo, dressed as Colombian businessmen. Sitting at conference table, Smulian introduces everyone.
Viktor, these are my friends from Bogota.
They shake hands. Sit down. Viktor opens his briefcase. For first 5 minutes, small talk. Weather, travel, hotels in Bangkok. Then Viktor gets to business.
Let's talk about what you need.
Carlos pulls out list.
800 Igla missiles, 30,000 AK-47 rifles, 10 million rounds 7.62 ammunition, 5 tons C4 explosives.
Viktor takes notes.
Igla missiles, Soviet-made, Very effective against helicopters. Range 3 kilometers. High success rate. Can you get them? Yes. I have sources. Former Soviet stockpiles. Ukraine, Belarus, Bulgaria. I can acquire everything within 60 days. And delivery?
Viktor pulls out map of South America, points to Colombia.
I have cargo planes. Ilyushin 276. Heavy transport. We fly at night, low altitude, under radar. Drop zones here and here.
He marks locations on map.
But I need to know something. What exactly are you planning to do with these weapons?
Carlos doesn't hesitate.
Attack American forces. They're using helicopters to destroy our camps. We need to defend ourselves.
In room 2703, DEA agents record everything. This is the incrimination they need. Viktor nods slowly.
I understand. You want to shoot down American helicopters, American pilots. Yes, that's exactly what we want.
And you understand, these weapons will kill Americans, American soldiers, American pilots. You're okay with that?
We're at war with America. They're killing our people. We need to kill them back.
Viktor is quiet for a moment, thinking, calculating. Then he says the words that will seal his fate.
I understand completely. I can provide everything you need. These weapons will be very effective against American helicopters. I've sold similar systems before. Very successful.
He smiles.
We can definitely make this work. Americans won't know what hit them.
In room 2703, Rob Zakariashevitz gives the signal. That's enough. That's conspiracy to kill Americans. That's terrorism charges. He picks up radio.
All units, go. Now.
Room 2701, 4:32 p.m. Door bursts open. Not knocked, smashed open. Thai police flood in. 10 officers, guns drawn, shouting in Thai and English. Viktor stands up, confused. What's happening? Carlos and Ricardo stand too, pull out badges.
U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Viktor Bout, you're under arrest.
Viktor looks at Smulian, his friend, his partner, his introducer. Smulian can't meet his eyes, looking at floor, hands shaking. Viktor understands immediately. Betrayed. This was set up. From the beginning. The phone call. The FARC representatives. The meeting. All fake. All trap. He sits back down, strangely calm, almost smiling. Looks at Rob, who's entered the room now.
I guess the game is over.
The game is over.
Rob confirms. They handcuff Viktor, read him his rights, lead him through hotel. Bangkok Remand Prison. They process him. Fingerprints, photos, prison uniform. He's given one phone call, calls someone in Moscow. Doesn't say much, just,
I've been arrested. Bangkok. Americans got me. Contact the embassy.
Then he's locked in cell. Small, hot, concrete. Viktor lies on metal bed, thinking. How did this happen? How did he miss it? Smulian should have known. Smulian was too eager, too insistent, too perfect. But Viktor also knows something DEA doesn't know. He's in Thailand, not America. Russia will fight extradition, will pressure Thai government, will make this political. Thailand doesn't want to upset Russia, doesn't want to upset America either. But Russia is closer. Russia has more influence in Southeast Asia. Viktor believes he'll be released. Maybe not today, maybe not this month, but eventually. Russia takes care of its own. That night, in Moscow, Russian intelligence services get word. Viktor Bout arrested in Bangkok. They start making phone calls. To Thai officials, to Russian diplomats, to lawyers. Russia will not allow extradition. Viktor knows too much about Russian operations, about intelligence services, about where weapons really went. If Americans interrogate Viktor, if he talks, if he makes deal, Russia's secrets get exposed. So Russia will fight hard, for years if necessary. This isn't over. The game just changed. Bangkok, August 11th, 2009. Viktor sits in Bangkok Remand Prison, 18 months after arrest, waiting for extradition decision. Today, Bangkok Criminal Court announces ruling. Viktor Bout will not be extradited to United States. Court says this is political case, not criminal. Thailand refuses involvement. Viktor is released, free man. In America, DEA agents watch news, furious. 8 years wasted, perfect sting, and Thailand says no. Russia sends plane to Moscow, ready to take Viktor home. But Viktor doesn't board, because America appeals immediately. Thai court orders, Viktor must stay in Thailand until appeal decided. Back to prison, same cell, waiting again. November 20th, 2010, Thai appeals court announces decision. Previous ruling overturned. Viktor Bout will be extradited. Russia protests. Too late. November 16th, 2010, 4 a.m. DEA agents arrive at prison. Take Viktor. Handcuffs. Military airport, U.S. government plane. Destination, New York. Viktor realizes Russia can't save him. He's going to America. For first time since arrest, Viktor looks scared. Manhattan, New York, October 2011. Trial begins. Prosecutors play recording. Viktor's voice.
Americans won't know what hit them.
Defense argues entrapment. DEA created fake crime. Prosecutors counter. 20 years arms dealing, 17 countries, millions in transactions. Andrew Smulian testifies. Viktor's former partner. Describes shell companies, bribes, weapons to both sides. Viktor watches. No emotion. Inside, furious. November 2nd, 2011. Jury deliberates. Verdict. Guilty. All 4 counts. April 2012. Sentencing. Judge.
25 years mandatory minimum.
Viktor is 45. He'll be 70 when released. Marion Federal Prison. Supermax. 23 hours in cell. For 2 decades, Viktor was merchant of death. Untouchable. Now he's prisoner 91641-054. Forgotten. The game is over. Or so everyone thinks. Marion Federal Prison, Illinois, December 2022. 10 years later. Viktor is 55, gray hair, thinner, still in Supermax. He's been waiting, believing Russia hasn't forgotten, believing they'll find a way, because that's what Russia does. The country that starts wars, breaks international law, lies to the world with a smile. They wait, like jackals, for opportunity, for weakness, for someone to exploit. And in 2022, they find their chance. February. Russia arrests American basketball player, Brittany Griner, WNBA star, Olympic champion. Airport security finds cannabis oil in her luggage, less than 1 gram. Vape cartridges. In any civilized country, that's minor offense, small fine, maybe warning. But Russia doesn't play by civilized rules. They see opportunity. Russian court sentences Brittany to 9 years. Penal colony, hard labor, for 1 gram of cannabis oil. It's not about justice. It's never about justice with Russia. It's about leverage, about hostages, about trade. America wants Brittany back. She's celebrity, symbol, American citizen. Russia smells blood, makes offer, will trade her for Viktor Bout, the merchant of death. 1 basketball player for 1 arms dealer who supplied weapons to terrorists. American officials debate. This is insane trade. Viktor sold weapons that killed thousands. Brittany had vape cartridge. But Russia knows America's weakness. Public pressure, media attention, celebrity status. President Biden makes decision. Make the trade. Russia wins. Again, like they always do. Through manipulation, through hostages, through cynical disregard for any rules. December 8th, 2022. Abu Dhabi Airport, neutral territory. Early morning, 2 planes, 1 American, 1 Russian. Viktor walks toward Russian plane, free after 14 years, smiling. Brittany Griner walks other direction, crying, going home, traumatized. The swap is complete. Viktor boards Russian plane, looks out window. Russia didn't forget. Russia never forgets its useful criminals. Plane lands Moscow. Viktor kisses ground. Press conference ready. Russian officials parade him as hero, patriot. victim of American aggression. The lies begin immediately. Viktor says he was innocent. DEA entrapped him. America fabricated everything. Russian media spreads propaganda. Western media can't respond. He's in Russia now, protected by regime that arms terrorists, starts wars, poisons dissidents. In America, DEA agents watch, furious, helpless, but nothing can be done. Viktor is back in Russia, the country that shields war criminals, that breaks every treaty, that laughs at international law. The merchant of death is free, and Russia has plans for him. Moscow, October 2024. 2 years after swap, Wall Street Journal breaks story. Viktor Bout is back in business, meeting with Houthi rebels in Moscow, negotiating $10 million weapons deal, AK-47s, ammunition to attack ships in Red Sea. The merchant of death has returned. American officials furious, but nothing they can do. Viktor is in Russia, Putin's Russia, the country that invaded Ukraine, that arms terrorists worldwide, that treats international law like toilet paper. Russia needs men like Viktor for their wars, for their proxies, for their blood-soaked global agenda. Viktor gives interview, smiles.
I'm just businessman, just helping Russian allies.
Everyone knows what that means. He's back, selling death. The merchant of death never dies. He just waits for Russia to need him again. And Russia always needs him.